Assalamualaikum and a very good day to all of you who's watching. Okay, I got a request asking me to show what would be the bare minimum basic setup for online teaching while standing up. Okay, now most of us when we do our online classes, it is a tendency to be sitting down because we are on our laptop, and the main goal is to always ensure that we have eye level, we have a good eye level between the camera and our eyes, so that we capture a very good I would say portion of what's seen on the screen. Because of that, and because we use our laptop and we want to avoid looking up our nostrils while we are teaching online, so what we tend to do or normally do is trying to elevate the laptop, because as you can see, the integrated camera of the laptop is somewhat here, and most of the time when we are conducting our training and we are talking, our table is slightly lower, so we have the tendency to look down, or basically we have to elevate the laptop. I normally use, if I'm sitting down, there's a box like this. I put the box here and put my laptop. So basically that's how I would normally arrange my setup. Very simple setup. But what happens if I need to stand up and write on the board? So what happens here is suddenly, you see, my head goes beyond the frame of the screen. So what can be done? Now this is what I'll show you. I'll show you some examples, simple examples, and then I'll show you how we can level up from there onwards. So I'll be recording this video partially in Zoom so that you can see the differences. Alright, so let's pause for a while and I will show you how we can set up to have the trainer or the teacher standing up and talking on the board. Let's go. So now I'm standing up, and as you can see, it's quite a distance. Now based on my height, I'm 172 cm, so I will need my laptop to be at least on something, on a plateau or something that's at least 125 would be ideal, so that I will have the integrated webcam looking at eye level. Okay, let's find something that's good enough to do that. I still have my table here, so the best solution that I can offer you is something like this. Okay, this is a very simple basic table, coffee table that I have. I just put it on my banquet table, my workstation table. So I'll just put it here, and I will put my laptop here. So what happens now is the laptop, the webcam, is more or less at eye level, so I can have a good proportionate, I would say, screen to that. So I will show you how this looks as I record on Zoom. So I'll swap to that. Just give me a second and I'll continue this with the recording on Zoom. So at least you see how big of an area does Zoom capture if I were to have this setting. Okay, let's take a look. Hi, so now I'm on Zoom. I'm recording this on Zoom, and I'm using the laptop integrated webcam. So this is what you will see. Now, because normally the webcam that's integrated in our laptop is slightly of a lower resolution than some high-end webcams. So you see that, like for example, this laptop is 720p. So it's a bit lesser. The problem that we have now, I mean, I'm standing up, I'm okay. I can walk, I can, I can release a little bit of stress on my legs as I stand up. But what you have here now, the issue, just moving my chair a little bit, is that the integrated webcam, because of the resolution and whatnot, as you can see, the lighting is not as nice and clear, and I'm recording with the voice that's the audio from the laptop itself. So if I were to stand here, you cannot really see what I've written on the board, but if I move back a bit, the webcam will try to adjust the lighting, so now you can see, but I'll be a bit darker lah. So that's where the issue is. And the problem is when I speak to the camera, because the audio is also positioned similar to the camera in front. As I turn and write on the screen, or sorry, on the whiteboard, my voice will be faded out a bit, because you see, as I turn and I speak, I'm speaking to the board, the sound does not travel to this direction. Okay, so what can we do? Now, this is the next upgrade, or the first level upgrade, is we try to first and foremost improve the video quality. So how we can improve the video quality is by, because if not, you won't be able to see what's on the screen, and that's a waste, and very difficult to teach online if the students cannot see what's on the whiteboard, because if you prefer standing up and writing. So we change the camera. So I'll be using this Logitech, okay, camera, a bit higher resolution, better specification. So I'll plug this in and let's see what is the results. Hold on. So I plug in my webcam and I'll just place this slightly as near as possible to the original integrated webcams setting. So let me switch and you will see that the video has definitely better quality. As you can see, the balance between the speaker, me, and what's on the screen. Of course, if I want to make sure that my participants can see the screen better, I need to change the way I write. Number one, I need to use a thicker tip marker pen, and I have to write bigger. So you will have lesser space to play around with. But still, because I'm recording with the audio that's here, as I turn, my voice will fade. Now, if I were to change this setting with the webcam's inbuilt microphone, you will be able to hear some slight difference in audio quality. So I'm changing the audio right now. All right, test 1, 2, 3. This is the audio that, sorry. Okay, again, this is the audio that you'll be hearing from or captured from the webcam. So some webcams have slightly better audio capability. So like this Logitech webcam, I think you have some slight better quality, but still, as I move to the back, I write on the board, and as I explain while looking at the board, my voice will fade, because again, the sound does not travel this way, the sound is bounced from the whiteboard. So it does not help much in terms of the audio if you're going to turn around, write, and explain. So the second level up, okay, if you're looking at the sound, you don't have your webcam and whatnot, it is still okay. But the next level up is to use a simple headset like this, but just make sure that the cable length is substantial. The one I have here is sufficient for me. So let's give this a shot. So I'll be plugging this in. Okay, let me just check the setting a little bit here. And now I shall move from the audio of the webcam to this audio so that you can see or basically hear the difference. Moving to this audio. Is this okay? Are you listening from here? Test. Okay. All right. Now, while having this on, what happens is, of course, the cable plays a role because this is the range of movement that I can have. I'm not sure what is the exact length of the cable, but roughly I can write up to here, which is this board's border right here, all the way to the end here without having any difficulties. Now, if I were to move beyond that, the cable will pull my head back that way. So that's going to be a problem. So I still have a sufficient amount of space, and as I turn around and I explain while I deliver or write whatever is on the screen while I'm facing this way, you will still be able to hear my voice because the voice is being recorded by this mic. So it follows my face. It does not look so natural because I have this on and I have limitation in terms of movement because of the cable. but at least, you know, it is something that's not bad, doable. Still cost effective, because the only additional thing at this setting is the webcam, slightly better quality webcam, and also this cable headset. Not bad. Now let's try and upgrade this a little bit further with another gadget. Okay, now the gadget that I'm going to show you is a wireless transmitter and receiver microphone. The model that I have here is Comica. Okay, let's give this a shot. So let me have a little bit of time to set up. Let me pause the recording right here. Okay, resuming recording. By right, what you are hearing now is recorded from this wireless microphone. Of course, it comes also with a lavalier mic. So if you want to hide the mic, you can underneath your shirt and just clip the lavalier here. But I'll just go basic, right out of the box. No setting changes and whatnot. Just put this dead cat to filter the wind sound. Filter the wind sound, and I'll just clip. Again, you will need a shirt or wear something that has something to clip on. The spec mentions that I will need to ensure that I always am direct. I have my angle is directed towards the receiver, so you will hear the recording here, and then like what's happening right now, I can describe, explain, I can talk, I can move around freely without having anything around my head, pulling my head towards the computer. I can write on the screen, and I can move as far as I want with my voice would still remain same level of quality. So I can write all the way here. Of course, the participant will be able to see what I'm writing, but the idea here is, if you're going to do a demo with a large machine and you want to show as you move and speak, this is a good setup, because your voice would not get distorted, would not get disturbed with space and distance. In fact, I can show you something. What I like about this particular setup is I can speak to you and explain, and as I move to the next room, I'm moving to the next room. Bye. You can still hear my voice, and I think about 10 meters, you will still be okay. But the wall would give a great level of restriction. But anyway, I can move around, and the setting would still be sufficient for me to talk and deliver the training. So my voice won't get disconnected that way. Okay. So that's what you have in terms of this setup. Of course, if you want to take it one step further, you want people to see, zoom in, because the problem with webcams is that webcams cannot zoom. So that's where you'll need to, a little bit technical, a little bit complex, to download certain software. Maybe I'll do this in another video. Download certain software on your mobile phone. I used to have, oh my God, I forgot the name of the software, the apps. I downloaded on my phone and downloaded the receiving end on my laptop, and with Wi-Fi connection, I can actually record and make my mobile phone camera as a webcam, and from there you can actually pick up your mobile phone and move around and show. So at least, for example, you come in and close up and you can explain. So that's going to be the next level. I won't do the demo right now because I have not installed the latest version, and I think it's going to take a little bit complex, because I need to explain how to do the setting and whatnot. But nevertheless, these are simple, basic things that you can do if you feel like not just from sitting down to standing up, but going to the extent of almost similar to a face-to-face training, where you can write on the board, move around, and feel freely, just having that movement, rather than restrict yourself sitting down for a couple of hours and hurting your back and whatnot. So at least this gives you a little bit of ability to move around. All right, but still the content of the training and how you engage with the audience goes back to your skills. your competency to be able to deliver the topic well. All right, so basically that's a simple snapshot of how this setting can be done. Hope you find this useful, and please share with your friends. I'm not a technical expert in this area, but I face the problem and I want to overcome my problems. And once I figure out a solution that fits me very well, so I'm sharing this with all of you. So, brands and whatnot, which specs to use and whatnot. I think go back to the basic of what is your needs, what is your budget, and what is it that you want to achieve with the equipment. Hopefully, this video would be the triggering point for you to start your journey in online training. Just a quick reminder, you can get my book, a simple book that talks about how beginners like me can get online and at least carry on training with the online platform. Right? Okay. Thank you very much for your patience and thank you for watching this video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Stay safe.